Welcome to another PokeMagee video. Today we're just going to be chilling out, playing some TCG live, testing out some decks, probably just the one deck because I've been using it myself a lot in real person, and we'll see what happens. Have you played the TCG live? If so, drop your name down below, we'll maybe add you as a friend. So the deck I'm running is I'll show it up here, is it going to work? Yeah. Yes, it has Raichu in it. I've been running the electric deck here. I did have it built a little bit different until I played in a TCG tournament and was given some few suggestions to change some things out. I did win a couple games, but not as much as I anticipated to win. So I've made these few changes and I'm going to be altering my actual deck to match this. So I'm just testing it out on the live, see how I feel playing it, if I need to change any trainers or whatever. Basically I'm going to be running the Radiant Greninja, the Magnemite, then Magnezone EX, Mareep with Fluffy for the ability of and then the Meridian EX and the Raichu V. And then we have our trainers, which run down to throwing the energies on, your rare candies for your evolves from the Magnemite to the Magnezones, your boss's orders, your Ionas, and all your electrics. So we'll jump into a game and see how we get on today. Alright, let's see what this guy's got. Let's see if he's running a meta deck. Betcha he is. Meta is what the Chien-Pao and the Gardevoir deck seems to be falling out a little bit. I have come across the Mimikyu deck a couple times now, not been fun. Thankfully I don't evolve my Fluffy into Ampharos, so I am able to use him for his attacks. However, the retreats on him are high. I have managed to get past them, but they're just not fun to get past. The Comfy decks with the Lost Box, it's a tough deck to come against. I haven't come across it, fingers crossed so far, with this updated version of my electric deck. So we'll see if we can come across it in this video or not. So I didn't even see who's going first there. Oh jeez, that is not a good hand to start with. Right, we'll just get Mareep up and get it started. We can put Avery out there and get some cards drawn right and quick. So hopefully we can get something going pretty quick. The point to this deck is to get Meridian and Raichu and Fluffy out as fast as possible. I need to get my Stadium card, which is my retreat cost, lowered. And then I'm able to stack my energies onto Meridian's retreat, because you can only use his attack one turn, you can't use it the next. So if I just rotate them out, I'm hitting 220 knocks every time. If I can get into that rotation quick, it does work pretty good. So we'll see what happens here. He's just setting up now, so no Milligans and the fighting deck. So this is gonna be a tough one. This is gonna be a very tough one. Tenlu EX. So yeah, I do have all electric except for the Radiant Greninja, but I don't really use him to battle. It's more of a card pusher. So this could be a first game in, first loss. So we'll see what happens here. He's dropping down his Ultra Ball. He's going to be searching for a Pokemon to either put on the bench or evolve. No, he's taking the Caridian, which allows him to put on energies to his fighting Pokemon. So we'll see. Yeah, he's dropping it straight away. So with that, this is once during your turn, you may attach up to 2 basic fighting energy from your discard pile. But I don't think he has any in this discard pile yet. He's got 1, sorry. So, but that'll get him 1 energy on straight off the bat. So that, he's off to a good start there. We're gonna roll in. What did he bring out there? Squabette, was it? Yeah. So Guavet, he's going to be using him for his ability. So once during your turn, you may shuffle your hand and put it at the bottom of your deck. And if you put any cards on the bottom of your deck this way, draw a card. Okay. So I think that's just an escape clause for him, really, just to kind of, if he's got a dud hand. But there he is using Dino Cry. He's going to throw another energy onto the Tinglu. So what I'm thinking is I can drop this Avery here. So yeah, here we go. Let's see what we pull out in this pull for turn though. Right, well, I have 5 energies here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop that quite straight away, and I'm going to just throw some energies in here. I want to get as many energies into my discard pile quick too, so that I have them to fall back onto with my Fluffy. But I'll get Meridian out and on the bench, so that we're not going to be a one-hit knockout just with Mareep there. I'm going to use Tandem Unit then and pull out another Meridian and a... I'll stick another Mareep down just in case he gets knocked out and I can't retreat him out. Well, no, I will be able to, but it's alright. The more I have out, the better. And then I'm going to throw out 2 Raichus here. And that's my bench ready to go. So I've gotten my basics down pretty right and quick. I'm going to throw my energy onto him. I'm going to drop Avery there, which allows me to draw 3 cards, which gets me back up to full standard again here. And I'm just gonna retreat him and stick Rai up, because I'd rather sacrifice a Raichu and be able to use the Mareeps to get the Fluffies out. So let's see what he does here on his turn. He's drawn for turn. He's thinking. I know he's thinking. He's going to attach. He's definitely going to hit my Raichu here because his thing there is going to landscape 150. But because my weakness is to fighting type, it's going to hit me for 300. As long as this Pokemon is in an active spot, your opponent's Pokemon in play that have any damage counters on them have no ability. Right, so I need to watch then for my Meridians going into the active spots and him taking any hits onto me. But like I say, I just need to get rid of that Tinglu as fast as possible, because it's going to be the one that does the most damage to me. And it's quite much the same with Crydon. He's passed for turn. I'm quite shocked about. So I'm just going to load up an energy onto Raichu, and I don't need these guys, so I'm going to Professor's Research, try and get myself a fresh hand here, better start. Hoping for... Yeah, okay, we'll use the Ultra Ball, and we'll drop the Iona because it's far too early in the game to be playing that, and throw an energy into the discard pile. I'm going to grab a Fluffy then, which allows me to evolve, if it will let me go, yeah. And then I can use his ability, and I can start getting some energies onto my Meridians, or Miraidons, whatever you want to call them. What do you think the name is? Is it Meridian or Miraidon? Drop a comment below. Is it 1 or 2? Meridians 1, Miraidons 2. Let me know below. I'm gonna then try and use Fast Charge, get an energy onto him here, because I don't know why he's not attacking, but he probably will. But it's okay because I have my Fluffy, so I'll get that energy back onto my Meridian. I'm calling it Meridian now, by the way. And then I can drop him up. And maybe I'll start loading up my Raichu actually, because if I have the more energies I have out with Raichu, the more damage I can do, because it does 60 per energy discarded. So if I can get some energies out, I need to get at least 2 onto that Raichu, and then it's gonna be a tough tinkle about. It's just fighting Pokemon that I struggle against, and I'm really starting to wonder if I should put a good grass into this deck or not, just to have as that counterbalance. see what he does here with this turn, because he doesn't seem to be too quick off the mark. And he's passed for turn. That's quite shocking, because now I can just load up these energies. Yeah, and I'm gonna drop another one onto here. Now, I'm gonna Professor's Research again, is to try and get an electric generator, hopefully, in this. Which I do. Happy days. And another Fluffy, even better. So we can evolve that Fluffy. Do I have no more energies in my Discord? Oh, no, I do, yeah. It's just not highlighting the fact that I can use his ability. This game's still in early stages of development, but we'll give it a bye-ball because it is good for testing decks. I'm going to drop my electric generator then. And hopefully... no, nothing there. Damn. Okay. That's okay. So we're still going to hit. We're going to hit him hard. So we're going to go... was it 60 per hit? So we're going to need 4. 60 plus 60 is 120. 120 is... yeah, 4. So we'll drop these two. One off him. And one off him. Oh, okay. So now we stand a bit better of a chance that we've got rid of that, because that was honestly going to be a big stumbling block. If he could have just plowed his way through me, no problem. Nice to take a boss's orders there too with the prize cards. They're good to have in hand. If I was in a situation where I couldn't have attacked and I had a boss's order, I would have dropped that and got rid of him and pulled up someone else. But thankfully I was able to get rid of him for knock and take 2 prize cards. So let's see who he puts up in the active spot.
2 hours later.
Whenever he wants. I'm thinking he might concede now. Kind of feels like he's distracted by something or watching YouTube videos. Hopefully he's watching our video of when we unboxed the Scarlet and Violet booster box, you know, for the master set. Yeah, I think that's what it is. He was definitely watching our Scarlet and Violet master set chase video. So we'll take the win on that. It helps me with the points getting up the rank ladder. We'll get through it and we'll just jump it straight into another game. Alright, Alex, let's see what you got. We running a meta deck? We running our own deck? What are we doing? I'm gonna go for tails. I never really knew for ages that like the heads or tails thing, picking the who goes first and whatnot, it was like such a big difference. For the last time I was building my other deck, I wanted to go second so that I could hit first, but now I've got this Raichu. I want him in my active spot. There he is, straight off the bat as well, and I'll show you exactly what I mean here. I'm gonna get him onto my straight up. Another one, get my Mareep, which is always good to see early, and I'm gonna have him ready to go. Now this Raichu, so if I go first, I can still use this attack during my first turn. Alright, so once it starts, he sets up, I can use that attack with this basic energy on my hand, and then I'm going to load him up and he's going to be sat ready for a 120 hit on the next go. You know, so now that I've changed this deck and I've taken out, I had Bulltowns in this deck before, and I've got the Raichu now, I want to go first so I can get that Raichu ready to go. It just gives me such a better chance. And even now, looking at this hand here, I've got an electric generator, so if I can drop that, pull 2 more cards out, that's going to be a 240 hit, you know. And if he has a water Pokemon, it's going to go up even more, because it's going to just multiply by 2. So let's see what he's got here. He's setting up his prize cards out. and we're going to play Fire deck, starting off with our Choreo. So let's try and get this straight off the bat here. Drop the energy, electric energy. We managed to pull one. So we're going to stick it on. Nope, not him. We're going to stick it on this Raichu. Yeah, and then we're just going to hit the fast charge, which is going to allow me to grab an energy from my deck. Boom, drop it on. He's locked and loaded, ready to go next turn. You know, and that's going to be a... what? That's going to be a 180 hit. So even if he manages to get an EX out with 220, 230 HP, it's still going to do big damage on him. You know, and that card there is one of the pointers that the guys gave me to change out, because it does, the Bolthound and the Raichu, they were saying, have very, very similar attacks, but the Bolthound I was putting out was a VMAX, so if that's going to get a hit knock, it's going to be a 3 prize card, whereas the Raichu is only going to be the 2 because it's only a V, so I'm reducing my chances of getting beaten faster. But also then this is giving me the chances to load up and get attacks in faster. So I'm really enjoying these changes, and I'm very excited to head out with this new deck and see what I can do in person with it. So let's see what he's going to do here. He's dropped Jack. What did he? Just discarded that. So search your deck for 2 evolutions. I didn't see them because I was talking, so we'll see what he's going to pull out here, but he seems to be, yeah, pass for turn. I'm going to draw for turn. Escape rope, which is fine. I'm going to drop the worker here just to give myself a couple more cards to play with, which is exactly what I needed. So I'm going to throw another energy onto that Raichu, so that's him locked and loaded, ready to go. I'm going to drop this Meridian because I want to get him ready going soon too. And I will use, I've got one Mareep there, I'm a Magnemite. Yeah, I'll just bring out another Meridian. And then we're gonna, well, he doesn't have anything benched, so we need to drop 2 energies, and it's gonna be a quick knockout, and he has no backup Pokemon, so it's another win. I'll take my prize card, and it'll be an automatic win because he has no backup. Sorry, bud. It's just a glitch. It's not actually going to be me setting up for starting first because we still have to flip the coin. So, like I said, there are still glitches and improvements that need to be made on the TCG Live here. There's no doubt about it. There's no hiding the fact of it. But it is very good to be able to come on and build your deck, test it, play against a few people, and build it in real life and take it down to your local TCG and enter tournaments, enter shop tournaments, play against your mates. Like, I can't stress enough how actually fun this is, you know, for a card game. I do strongly recommend that you do get down to your local TCG shop and start buying packs, or buy the build and battle decks, or buy the trainer stadium boxes and get into them and just ask for help. Anybody there, you know, if they're going to be anything like anyone I know, they're going to want to help you get into the game, because it's only going to create yeah, I'm going to discard that. It's only going to create more players for them, potentially, you know, to be able to play themselves. So we're going to throw out the 2 Meridians. And then I'm going to use Tandem Unit on both of them here just to fill up my bench and have everyone sat ready to go. So the likes of my Rai, and I'll grab that other Mareep as well. Hopefully we'll come across my Fluffy very, very soon. And then I'm just going to throw another quick Raichu down here, I think. No, we'll throw Magnemite out just in case we come across a rare candy. And then pass for turn. It is a water Pokemon, but it is weak against Steel. As long as I don't see the Baxcalibur coming out, we should be okay. If so, I'm going to need my boss's orders very fast. Boss's orders, their Baxcalibur into play and get him knocked out as fast as possible. He is a water Pokemon as well and weak to electric. But his ability is to be able to attach as many water energies as you want during your turn. So if they get his likes of his Palkia, even to the V-Star, or the Chenpao EX there, he's gonna just whack loads of energy onto it and just start wiping me out. So I just need to be careful of that. Otherwise I should be okay. If there, no, there's the Baxcalibur out now. So I'm gonna wanna, he's gonna battle VIP pass, and yeah, I know exactly where he's going with this. So my game plan is now to then pull his Baxcalibur, or even get this what is it called, Frigibax. I want to get him out of play as quick as possible. So I'm gonna Avery, drops himself a couple more cards. That's not what I wanted at all. But it also, Avery, he then has to drop 2 of his Pokemon because it makes him have 3 Pokemon on his bench. So as you can see, he's kept his Frigibax, which I'm not surprised by in the slightest. I'm going to throw an Ultra Ball out, and I'll just get rid of that. And that, no, because I think I know. I think they play a Stadium card with this deck. I want my Fluffy out. No, I'm thinking here, sacrificing. I might. Yeah. I need to get some. I'm just worried that he's got a rare candy and he's gonna evolve his Frigibax straight to Baxcalibur, buying energies on, and just take out my Meridian. So I'm gonna retreat him and pull him back and just sacrifice my Magnemite, because that's only gonna be 1 prize card for him, which allows me then to leave my headers on the bench safe and get them loaded up. Yeah, rare candy, Baxcalibur. You know, you can see what's happening with this deck before it even happens. Search your deck for the water energies. He's gonna throw them into his hand. He's then gonna play Shivery Chill, and then he'll play Super Cold from Baxcalibur, load up his Chenpao or his Palkia, and just come after me. Thankfully, though, as long as he doesn't have a boss's order, and he tries to pull up someone, he's escape roping me. Okay, so I'm gonna have to sacrifice my Mareep, unfortunately. It is a bit of an unfortunate. I should have seen that coming, because he's putting his Palkia up. Yeah. And Super Cold, whack energies on.
2 hours later.
And yeah, hit for knock, but it's only a basic, so he's only getting 1 prize card, which allows me to then, yeah, do this. It's not what I wanted in the slightest. I did not see that coming. What's that, 3 concedes in a row? Well, no, 2 concedes and then 1 knockout, no backup. You know what? I'm going to take it. Gonna take it. Looks like we're not gonna get our run out of an actual full match and see the potential of this deck in this video today. But it's good to see that maybe the deck is a little bit intimidating, hopefully, and it's not just people going, oh, I need to go and do my chores now. So we'll see what happens. Alright guys, thanks for joining us for that video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you like and subscribe down below and keep an eye out for any future content coming out. Remember, there is big videos coming out. We are working really hard on them in the background. The boys will be back hopefully with a video very soon of opening some packs, or even deck building. We'll see what's going to happen next, but we just never know here in PokeMagee family. So keep an eye on the socials and give us a follow on Instagram at PokeMagee, and we'll see you on the next one.